is Jason Lim. He happens to be a short film producer and director who has come up with a new one. In fact, it's releasing tonight to be exact. It's on typical Malaysian drivers.
Okay, before we even get there, I want to know, all this effort, are people getting the message? Do they even get the concept?
The simple fact that the public in Malaysia, especially, do they get the message? It really boils down to whether they want to be educated or they choose not to be educated. Most of them understand that it's wrong to do something wrong and it's right to do something right. So
what you're saying is that they're ignorant, is that right?
Ignorant. They just don't seem to care. Example, like the emergency lane right now. Some are on the emergency lane right now, but they know it's wrong, but they just pretend that it's not wrong because everyone is doing it right in front of them. So they just decide to go with the flow like a sheep.
Okay, so tell us about the making of this film. I understand you made it smack in the middle of the Federal Highway.
Yes, we made it smack in the middle of Federal Highway, and initially I thought it was gonna be a joke, and the police will just
Tell you to go.
Yeah, please go away. Please go away.
Jam?
You're causing a massive jam. But
did you get approval or what?
Yes, I got approval immediately. Because this is not the first time we have been working with the police force, Malaysian police force, and they have been a great help. To my surprise, seriously, they've been a great help, and they have been assisting us throughout the entire making of this film. We filmed right in the middle of Federal Highway, and we crashed a vehicle in the middle of the highway, and
this is a motorbike, right?
Yeah, it was a motorbike. We crashed. The pillion rider was his daughter, and of course the rider was the father, and both of them were lying flat on the floor on the road, and we actually documented what the Malaysians would do, or the drivers in Malaysia would do when they saw an accident. So all the cameras were everywhere.
It was hidden cameras, obviously.
It was some were hidden cameras, but to my surprise, even though there was a huge camera right in front, no one seemed to care about the camera. They just cared about, wow, there is an accident. I must see the accident. It's my turn, because it was a long jam. It caused a long jam, and for first time in history for myself, I managed to cause a legal jam.
Oh, wow.
So it was a huge jam, and the fact that when there's an accident in front, and the cars coming, and the cars in front are stopping to look, and when it's their turn to pass the accident, it seems like they're entitled to slow down and see the see the accident. It's like, he slowed down, why can't I slow down? What we're gonna do is, as I always tell everyone, I don't care what race you're in, what religion, or even what culture you're in, but if you don't have something really important, you're basically worthless. And what would that be? That's human value. You might come out from the mosque, you might come out from the church, or you might come out from the temple. But the moment you walk out and you see someone in need, or someone lying on the floor that needs help, and you just walk by. So ask yourself again, what was the purpose of you entering such holy grounds, or to even do anything with yourself? Do you have human value? So the next film that we're doing is human value. And the thing is, have we Malaysians taken people's misery and misfortune as our source of entertainment? So we need to know whether we, in the future, when we see an accident or whatever, or someone having a misfortune, do we stop and stare and enjoy it for our own entertainment purpose, or should we stop and help